Rule made the beat. Rule made the beat. Rule made the beat.
Yo, 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 yo. We back. We back again. It's another Friday, another month, another almost about to be another season. We get close.
Yeah.
We got exactly 17 days to spring. So hey, it's giving us everything, This I just looked this stuff up too. So it is severe weather month. March is severe weather month. So today we got severe weather because it was thunder, lightning, hail, and raining, snowing all at once. I was so scared. I started calling all the people I knew that living for the Lord to make sure I get left behind. So I'm still scared. Got a little scared moment there. So you guys, welcome. This is every month we celebrate a speech or something. This month is Women History Month, and we started it off with Women History Month. Everybody, there's a lot of things in this month. It's not just Women History Month though, So take time and they got Disability Month, Disability Awareness. I know, right? Who knew I had my own month? It's MS. It's colon cancer. You people over 40, please go get your colon checked.
Hey, I heard on the radio earlier. They said at 40 you should be getting your prostate checked.
They
black man.
They did say that. They lowered it because
yeah.
people was getting it. So that's really crazy. It's also kidney month. Well, they got me twice. It's the weather month. We got spring, and we got daylight saving time, and of course Women's History Month. So we got a lot going on in March. So get out there, go read a book or learn something new. Don't just keep it on regular March. What is it? Pisces in this month, and some Pisces and some
Pisces.
Yeah, my mom is the 20th. She's the end of it. So Pisces definitely in the month, and Aries is after the Pisces. So yeah, you got your Pisces are mean. They crazy because my mama is, and and Aries are a little less than the Taurus bull, but they good. And so guys, let's do our introductions now. So you know him. This is the big Mr. Fresh, Batman Fresh, Mandy Fresh. Unless you put Fresh in it, he good.
That's all that matters.
All that matters. All that.
You got our boy Jeffy. There you go. He's wearing his clan on his head. Oh my God, I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait. I just finished it. So, I'm feeling some type of way. And we got our special guest, Coco, back again.
Coco back in the building.
Yeah, shout out.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Hey.
Shout out to our first lady, Lady T. Prayer for her and her family.
Lady T.
So we definitely miss you and we love you.
Love you, girl.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
You guys, I got a lot. You know what? The topic is March and it's madness. Okay, that's what I titled this.
So let's get mad.
Because it's March already. I don't know about y'all, but this year has been wild and crazy so far. And I like it because it's been wild and crazy two different ways. It's been wild and crazy like things. We spoke some affirmation and we in the beginning of the year. And I see some of that starting to open up and come true. That's good. Yeah. And then I'm seeing like, man, people are really bonkers out here now. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but I hope I ain't drinking none of that water they drinking.
They drinking some special water.
They drinking something. I don't know what's going on. What's up, fam? Yeah, so I'm like, what in the world? Even the news, everything's just been crazy. Topics of the day. We got some hot topics going on today. What you guys, let me run through these right quick because I'm okay. So number one, let's start off with my boy Chris Brown. Y'all gonna lay off Chris Brown? Y'all gonna leave,
I
even
don't
though,
think so,
even
no.
though this
They're not
time,
leaving him alone.
even though this time he was right, because I'm so tired of going to these concerts and all these people doing is just videotaping it.
I know. You
What?
can't even enjoy
They
it.
don't even know how to enjoy a concert.
Right. No more. No.
They don't know how to sing along with it. They don't know how to
No.
dance. They don't. All they doing is, I'm gonna record this moment instead of being in the moment.
Instead of being in the moment.
Ain't that crazy?
It's
Because
crazy.
they
I don't
robbing
understand
themselves,
it.
man.
They really
They
fucking
are.
experience.
It's like really crazy because I
Yeah.
love the experience of going to a concert.
Yeah, and just
Right.
really
Right.
vibing out
Meeting
to what they
strangers, we
got.
hugging up,
Right.
laughing,
Right.
and singing.
Right.
Like,
I went to the No Limit concert early this year.
yes.
Mhm.
Late
Late
last year.
That's
Late
okay.
last year. And you know, me and my wife, we just vibe. We enjoyed every minute of it. There wasn't no swing, put no cell phone.
Right.
Which is
Right.
like, especially when Fiend came out, because Fiend's one of my favorite outside of Mystical. But when Fiend came out and Silk the Shocker, I was like, I'm here.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
also, so what happened was he invited with somebody on the stage, a friend, a girl on stage.
Mhm.
And the first time he was dancing, he took her phone and set it down. So then he went to go dance with, the backup dancers to come back up to her to dance again. And she put the camera back up again. So he took the phone and he threw it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Put her off the
that's
stage. I ought to put her off the stage. Like you messing the moment
Right.
up here.
and
Like
I ain't
I
been
oughta put her
funny.
off the stage. I
because-
was like, who next?
Right. Because somebody else could have been up there.
Right.
Somebody that was ready, they could have.
Could have been their experience.
Man, I wish Janet Jackson would call me up on the stage and I was
Oh.
trying to record it.
Janet
I
better
would
not
be
call
like,
me on
baby,
stage.
take me.
You better not call me on stage.
Do me
Janet.
like you did the last guy.
Right.
Right. She did a good job.
She did a really good job. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, people be watching this?
Right.
So I felt, I'm like, oh, I felt
Like,
violated.
that's crazy. We not about to do that. Live in the moment, you
Live
people.
in the
Stop
moment.
this stuff. You can't even pay attention to life because you so in your phone.
Yeah.
Like that moment, I got memories in my mind that last a lifetime.
Yeah.
I ain't have to record them all. Trust me. And then when I get with my sisters or family or friends and we talk about that moment, it's like instant. We remember and we laugh about it. Like, remember? Yeah, live in the moment. 'Cause and I actually was shocked that a lot of people were sticking up for him. Like, yeah, she messed that up. He could have chose me. It was going to be seen. Of course it was going to be seen. Of course it was going to be televised. Of
So you
course
didn't
it
even
was.
have to worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
That made me upset. And then next we have Michael B. Jordan. Okay, let me tell you something.
Coco said fine.
Let me tell you something about that. Okay, let me tell you something. Quit bullying people and quit talking about people. People remember that. Joe Budden, which irritates me. I love it. I watch his podcast and everything, but he irritated the hell out of me because he gonna talk about something. Michael B. Jordan, why are you talking about the black woman? Why you do that to the black woman? I don't care if it was black woman, Chinese woman, white woman, Asian. I don't care. Yeah, you gonna call me lame, and how am I lame? I'm lame, but you interviewing me. I'm a producer, an actor, a writer, a model, a brand ambassador, and here you are talking about laughing, talking about that wasn't me, that was the other girls, but you was a part of it.
All I want to say is that me and my wife went to go see Creed 3 last night, and she never makes it through a movie. This movie's like 2 hours and like 43 minutes.
Wow.
And she was up the whole time because of Michael B. Jordan.
Right. So I'm just saying. So I'm like, man, he had to do way better than me. Cause my petty ass definitely would have been.
Yes.
He's a great
But,
actor.
I don't know though. Old boy might have got him though.
Jonathan, that's what they
Jonathan
say.
might have got
They
him.
said it switched. I gotta wait to see it.
His
But they
autism
said-
self, he probably
They
got it.
said they was
got it.
fighting. They said
I
they
mean,
was
he
fighting.
might have been good in that. We gotta see what he gonna do from here on out. I never seen him in anything else.
Oh wow, you gotta watch Devotion.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
The harder they
He always
fall,
stand out because he looked like a real African to me. Like he got that nose and that face, that look.
the harder
like,
they
man.
fall.
And he's really good to me.
He's a really good actor.
We'll see how far he go though, because I think he is gonna be up there. They like him, and then he bulked up for the movie. So of course the lady was like, oh, and then he did that magazine cover.
But he said a lot of women or colored women never noticed him until now.
I bet.
This movie
I
right
bet.
here is when they noticed him. Before then, nobody knew.
I bet because he bulked up. He already
Yeah.
paid Kong, but then he bulked up even more for this
Yeah.
movie. So yeah, I bet they didn't notice him until then. Ain't nobody playing with them. But then next we got two things but separate. So everybody, so it's a split down the middle for Perfecting Church right now because City of Detroit decided to sue them.
The who?
City of Detroit is suing them for that church that's
That
unfinished.
never got done. It's just sitting there. They asked they should.
And then right, people
As
are
they
like,
should.
somebody like, what's that building right there? Oh,
Right.
I'll be like, oh, that's Perfecting Church. They ran out of money.
Yeah.
Right.
However, I don't feel bad about it because
They need to do something
because
about it.
allegedly the word around the streets is that they got that illegally. They got Kwame get hooked them up on that land. They wasn't supposed to have. That was one of the problems with it. So, hey, that is that. But the City of Detroit, go get your money. Go on after them people. Because it's going to be a blight in the neighborhood if they
Don't have to ask me about. Hey.
Perfection should have sold a little bit more Christian or something. I know the deals y'all get from church.
Right.
That you pay $20 and you get one salad, one bread,
Right.
one half a piece of cake.
Like you used to be able to feed the whole family. Huh? No, it's a dinner just for
Yes.
you.
And then they came out my girl Cece. So we gonna play this clip, and then we gonna talk about, and I'll tell you what happened. You just let me know if it's offensive to you, or did you think that this was a pretty good way of explaining it. It's the only video I have today, so go ahead. We're gonna play it for you. It's my girl Cece talking, telling her side of the story. Because it was like her and Whitney. It was between her and Whitney Houston. Because it was funny. I'm like, these people are crazy.
Oh wow. That's on Facebook.
Ooh. I'm
Oh, we
trying.
still live?
Yeah, we still live. You doing?
Wait, what happened to the video?
It's the last one I have on there.
Well,
Oh wait, it's not. It's the one before last because you added that last video. Dude, I'm slow. Yeah, I'll explain. I'll give you some details on the video first. Anyway, so what it is so everybody know I'm Every Woman, right? Whitney Houston song that she did, whatever. So Whitney asked her to be in the video on the song and stuff, and CC said no. She turned her down and told her no, I can't do that because the beginning of the song said something about casting a spell.
Oh really?
Right. So she's like, no.
I have to hear the song now.
Right. That's why. But with mom and dad, pops whining, she couldn't do that song.
Right.
Her parents did not play. They was strict.
Yeah.
So she said she turned it out, but this is a conversation she said she had between her and Whitney. It wasn't like she was dogging her. She was just recalling a conversation between her and Whitney Houston, and people are trying to cancel her.
Cancel who?
CC Winans for that.
Oh,
Right. That's what I said. It's crazy because we cancel people for standing up for their opinion.
Coming from
What
Aretha
up?
Franklin.
Right. That's like as bad as the trannies coming for Whitney. For Aretha Franklin for saying she a natural woman.
Right.
But hello, she is a natural woman. And if you look up the definition of a natural woman, it's just someone that is born. You born with parts of a woman, and you born a natural woman. We not know against the transsexual woman, but that's not a natural woman. Yeah. So you can't get upset. And so I'd be really upset about that. That don't come after people who may. Nope, it did. Don't come on people who. Don't worry about it if you can't play it. Don't be upset at people who make a stand with their beliefs and what they understand for them to be right.
Yeah.
She didn't want to make that a moral decision. She said, "Hey, I can't do that because my love and my resolve is this." And when someone make a resolve and say this is what they for and this is what they stand for, and who is we to go against anything they say or try to make them feel like they bad?
About it. Exactly.
Because y'all ain't gonna do nothing anyway but pull it back up on her and be like, "You talking about you this and this, but you did this." See that you got it.
Yeah.
That's why I tell the kids now: be careful what you say and do it, because that stuff going back to you.
Yeah.
It comes back. They pull it back up. I just seen a girl doing so her mama was whooping her because she was showing her too much body on the internet. I'm like, yeah, well, she kind of did messed up, limited a lot of jobs. Because they gonna go back and pull that. You can't be no political or nothing. And I'm like, remember when you was doing this and you was only 12?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You about to be crucified. 12 dude, 12-year-old dude.
Right.
Right.
But it come back on you. And stuff, but, you know, especially for our people.
This generation here, you can't do nothing.
Nothing.
Coming for you.
They always coming for you.
Yeah.
Jay, was you able to find the video?
No, I didn't play.
I can play it now.
Oh, you got it? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, play the video, Jay.
Your aim is to please him in everything you do. Guess what? A lot of things are not going to even come your way. A lot of us are stressed out about stuff, and we already know that it don't please God, right? So when you aim to please God, then a lot of offers that come my way, I don't even have to think about. You know, one of my dear friends who have gone on to be with the Lord, praise God. And she was so famous. And she let me know that I really didn't want to be famous. Was Whitney Houston, right? She was my dear sister and friend, and I remember she was about to do one of her big videos, and it was "I'm Every Woman." It's a great video, right? Really nice. Good. The song is, when you think about how it was written, it's a great song, right? But the lyrics don't line up with the word of God, right? So she knew. She said, "Cece, I want you to be in this video, but I know you're not going to be in it." I said, "You're absolutely right." Because it started off with, "I could cast a spell." I'm not singing that. But notice how that message was all wrapped up in the beat, right? Y'all get so hooked onto these beats, and it's like demonic. You're listening to demonic stuff, and you wonder why you don't know what's going on, right? You can't listen and look at everything. God say you're either for me or you're against me. You're either with me or you're not. The biggest deception is the devil make you think it's an in-between. Show me a scripture that says there's an in-between. There is no in-between, guys. So a lot of stuff is cut out. Y'all worried about stuff that shouldn't even be in your life. Because it says you're either for me or you're against me. So she was like, "I know you're not." I said, "No, you're right. It's cute, though. Cute video." But then she called me back for "Count on Me." She's like, "Sis, I got the song." I was like, "This is great. Friendship, this is going to work." Because it lines up with my faith. You see, I'm a believer first. I'm a believer who happens to sing.
Yeah, so, you know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't say anything bad to about Whitney Houston. She called her a dear friend, a close friend, everything. And she just turned it down, like she said, because her first priority is being her faith first. And then she's a singer afterwards. So she don't care this is a great song. This song could have put her up there with Beyonce. She like, no. Yeah. And then she said she turned it down. But then another song came away. He like "Count on Me" just as good. You know, that was a great song for her to be in. Yeah. So, you know, I say that to say, you know, stand strong in your affirmations and when you make a resolve. Don't let nobody turn you. Don't let nobody turn you or trick you or your prayer pressure you. That's our problem. We so quick to let somebody tell us one bad thing, be like, "Oh, okay, I ain't gonna do it then." No, you better come with good evidence saying that this is for my good. Because if it's not, if I don't see it for my good, I'm not doing it. And that's crazy. So, you know, that was it. Oh, pretty much before this, though, one more thing. I'm covering a little bit of y'all, Manny and Jebby. So I want to know your opinion on this, too. So they keep drug testing our people in the NBA for being extraordinary and being who we are. Number one, we know that we make these records and our stats. Yes, but they gotta understand that it's natural for us because what y'all seeing on NBA is what you can see if you go stand at the courtyard and see regular people in the neighborhood play on the court. It's nothing special to us; it's special to y'all because y'all started off being a white man teams. Y'all white people couldn't do that. You see, white men couldn't jump. Don't play with us.
Well,
and then Wilt Chamberlain came along.
Yeah, he did. Was he all the way white or was he soft?
Yeah, he should have been mixed.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, look, I mean, Jeff, what do you think? Is it okay to test us for making high scores, and even the NFL player that played in the All-Star game because they saw his dunk. The NFL wanted to test him now.
Man, I know people cheat, but at the same time, I think one of y'all said it. It's a white league, so then Wilt Chamberlain came. So.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't help it. And then we always try to outdo. We want to do better. Hey, that's my idol, but I want to do better than my idol. So you practice harder to do what your idol do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my. Wow.
I don't know who wrote that. No, I feel like the NFL and NBA, first of all, both sports are made up over 75% are African American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sport wouldn't be good without it.
Right. And history has shown that we are the more dominant male. Either white, Asian, whatever. We ain't going on that rabbit hole, but you get what I'm saying. That it's just we are who we are. We athletic. We just better. And when the white man can't understand something, what they do, they want to test it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Research.
It
is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Because DK Metcalf is a 6'4" wide receiver in the NFL that runs a freaking 4.2. You know what I'm saying? 4.23. That's unheard of. You're not that big at 220 pounds.
Right.
Unheard of. You don't run that fast based on what white people think. And white people, of course, even though our sports, NBA and NFL, are made up over 75% African American, but the owners is 98.1%.
Right.
They own everything.
They're like, this nigga can't be this good. This nigga can't run this fast and jump the high.
Right.
Test his piss.
Yeah.
I need that piss.
It's something in his blood.
Right, so I need that piss. You know what I'm saying?
The problem is they do their research.
Right.
And they stayed and watch the Africans run
and jump.
after the goats and the lions and throw their spears and say, well, no, they were naturally good at stuff. You know how we used to go around, we used to tell people we was African booty scratchers. We know where we from and what we can do.
Whatever, man. Sometimes your booty itch.
And whatever they don't understand, they want to research it and test you for it because they can't believe that you can do that. That's all.
Right. Okay, and then so this is another thing now. So I don't know why we are fighting over this now because everything can be anything. Black people, white people. I understand that. Yeah, you want this person to be black all the time. You want this person to be white. You get that, whatever. Fictional characters, though. Why are we starting to fight over the fictional characters and what color they should be?
What color they should be?
Because
it's not even real.
Right. It's fictional. I don't care if it's green, purple, blue.
Don't matter.
You're missing the first word, fictional.
Right.
3 lines up under it.
It's no way. So the new Tinkerbell hit with the Peterbilt. This is the problem because it's Peter Pan and Wendy at that. The new movie coming out. So they had the preview. Tinkerbell is now going to be played by what's up her name? Yuri Shada, whatever. That girl from Grownish that came from the one who came from Grownish. The oldest daughter they had. So she's and they looked great. I saw the preview. I'm like, oh wow, this is cute. This is nice. Yeah. It's good. Guess what? Peter Pan was originally played by a woman dressed up as a man.
Really?
Yes, because I used to watch it all the time because that's when I realized that the difference between real life and fictional. Because it came to that part when Tinkerbell died, and they say, "Oh, Tinkerbell, oh my God, she'll come back to life, and you just believe. Clap your hands, and she'll come alive." And I would do it every time I watched that movie, every time. And one day I said, "Well, let me see if she will make it if I don't clap." And I did clap, but she still made it. I was like, "Oh, this is fake." And I'm being serious, like. So it's fictional. Why are we arguing over what it's crazy. The people are still arguing. Now they went back to mermaid. Oh, the Little Mermaid black. Now we just gonna black everything, huh? Everything gonna be black. Black.
Why not? Everything's been white for so
Ursula
long.
was purple.
Right.
Y'all got a white lady playing Ursula now.
Right.
Ursula was purple.
Right.
You said they do this?
And I
Yeah.
thought all purple people in the cartoons was black anyway.
How many white fiction people we got before we got one?
Right. And then
One.
they throw it in our face, talking about, well, y'all got Tiana. Oh,
How
wow.
long it was to get a Wakanda?
Yeah.
How about that?
Right. For them to mess up part 2.
Part 2 is
So
horrible.
sad. Yes, part 2
It's
is
a must.
horrible.
It's a must not watch.
Yeah.
That's what that part 2 is. Though.
Yeah.
It's a must
Because
not watch.
I felt like it was rushed. I felt like
Rushed.
it didn't have
way
enough storyline
rushed.
in it.
Yeah.
It was just a lot going
They
on.
try to make old girl something that she's not. A lead actress.
Yeah.
She's not.
And she not.
Yeah.
She was not fooling it. I would have believed that one of them African Zuzu warriors became a black
Right.
Because I was like, oh
Yeah.
no,
And
it's not working.
she's a beautiful girl. She's talented
She
and
is.
everything. She had a
Good for
good.
her.
She had a good relationship.
Right.
With the
Chinchilla.
with him. Them two together made the whole show. You know what I'm saying, from part 1. But this, her holding it down by herself was
It's not good.
it was beautiful, but then it wasn't at the same time. Sorry. But
Then the Mexicans beat us up through the whole movie.
yeah, that was weird.
Hispanic people.
That was
not
Hispanic.
good.
Hispanic.
Whatever.
What are you? Mexican.
Well, you know, everybody.
No,
that's
they
not-
weren't gonna beat us.
Everybody that's not white. Everybody that's not white is black. Anyway.
Right.
Right.
Because that's what I said.
If you ain't white, you black.
You black.
Because I felt some type of way. Like, they was fighting. What was they even fighting for? Like, it didn't make sense.
I don't know.
Y'all let the colonizers get y'all to fight against each other. That's what I mean. We're still doing that today. So, okay. So next, okay. So, the question of the day, our podcast question of the day, we're gonna cover it for a little bit. Is what is your biggest distraction keeping you from success? Keeping you from success, keeping you from moving forward, keeping you from trying.
I like that.
I like it.
I gotta say food for me.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That's
What is
that's
my-
dangerous.
My biggest distraction. Just keep me from success of food.
That's dangerous.
It is.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
crazy.
dangerous.
I love food. I'm literally smelling food right now. And I'm like really hungry.
So it's distracting you.
It's distracting me.
Okay.
It's keeping it hard for me to stay focused on what we're doing.
So you gotta make sure you fed before you do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Ooh, for me, I would probably say fear. The possibility of something happening.
What if?
The what if? What if
Ooh,
that
big
was
what
to
if.
have?
Ooh.
Big what if.
It's like, oh, would I deserve it? Am I worthy enough?
Right. Oh my God.
It's fear for me.
See, the only thing about that is, because my what ifs can go on forever and ever. I have, even when I do stuff, I still have what ifs in my mind. I still be like, well, I still got to do it. But oh my God, the what if is just like, that factor can go on and
It
on.
could.
Even going there, I'll be thinking, like, what if this happen? What if this happen? Like, I mean, I get it, but woo. Yeah, that keep me. Actually, I believe mine is my family and friends. I'm distracted by things that affect my family and friends way too much. I always consider my family and friends in every decision that I make.
Yeah.
So sometimes I allow what they're gonna think or what's gonna affect them,
Ooh.
like to distract me from what I want to do and what I want to do. I want to go in. As far as like I like to write. I like writing, and so I don't release none of my poems or anything, or even read them really, because some of them are connected to me emotionally and the things that I was feeling growing up were just period. And so because of that, I'm like, I can't put it. I'm not gonna do it. I want to put it out, but
Right.
I'm like, no, because I don't want to get offended, or
hurt
you know,
feelings. Yeah.
and then, you know, and so because of that, or want even nobody to be attacked, be like, oh, y'all got him feeling this way,
Right.
or he was feeling this way, y'all didn't know, just stuff like that. So,
Right.
so I do that a lot, even like for decisions like when it comes down to me traveling more, going out, being out of the state more, and
Right.
things like that. It was like, oh no, my family missed me. Oh, I gotta be near and closer when if something happened. I'm here for my family and my
Right.
friends. And that was a big distraction. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't until like I even very recently that I was like, well, I can't let that distract me, and I can't let that hinder me because it's still a distraction to the finish line. And if I stay focused and concentrate on what's ahead and not on my side and not what's on my back, then I'll be able to get to where I need to get and where I need to go. And so, Jerry, what about you?
I think can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. So I think for me, the thing that distracts me the most is doing something that my family, friends, or whatever, etc., have not done. So I'm pretty much trying to break the curse, and that's kind of fearful because you put a lot of things at risk. Kind of piggybacking off what you said, Coco, the fear of it. But yeah, that's my biggest distraction.
Yeah. I mean, it is, though, because I get it because, like, it's weird. I can look at certain things, I can just be like, brush off and be like, oh, no, that's just a distraction. But it's harder when it's that close to me because then it's like, I don't see that as distraction. I see it as love. I see it as me expressing love or concern or care. So, but then after so long, it is. After so long, I'm becoming that rabbit, that tourist that decided to say he was far enough in front of the rabbit that was so far in front of the turtle, and he said he could take a nap. So that's what distractions do to you. Distractions let you think that you okay, you can stop to handle all of this other stuff, and you constantly put up what you need to do off because you gotta handle everybody else. Yeah. Oh, I gotta help this person. Oh, this person need me. This person need me. That person need me. And not to think, and I'm not saying that they may not do. However, everything self-preservation is number one. So if you can't help them, best to believe they're not just gonna die and fret away because you can't help them. You best believe just like you would, they would find another way. Yeah. They would go another way. Absolutely. They would get another help. They're not just gonna just sit there and die. They trust me. They're gonna keep moving on. So once I fill myself up with that and tell myself that, then I feel even more better with saying, "Hey, wow, I can keep going."
Yeah, the word "no" is a very great thing to pick up.
Yes.
No, I can't do that. No, I'm not gonna be able to. I can only do so much. And as a human being, you just got to know it. But again, that's another part of fear and trying to get out of your comfort zone and get out of your own way because that's what is distracting who you is as a person.
Yeah, because I like that. Yeah.
I'm like, for this podcast and stuff, it's like I was always afraid to say no because I don't know how people's gonna look at me. Yeah. Because I'm always like, Judas. I want to be loved by everybody. Yes. Yeah. I want to be loved by everybody.
You too. Yeah. But I did. I promise you, I was a people pleaser.
So right. I'm, and it's hard for me to say no, but now as doing this podcast and dealing with different people, different mentalities, no.
Right. Yeah,
no.
I do that.
But I learned the hard way.
It's not gonna work.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want anybody to learn the hard way. I learned no to say no the hard way.
Yeah.
It was only after I gave everything of me. Yeah. I gave all of my strength. Yeah. Everything away. I looked up. I was in the hospital crying like, oh my God.
Learning that you're enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I should have said no to a couple of things when I knew I would. Even when I'm dead tired, I would be like, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. Even when I'm dead broke and I give my last. Here you go. Yeah. It's just stuff that was just unheard of. Like, no, I have to say no because for nothing else but, oh no, I need to rest. I just took myself to the hospital a couple of weeks ago. Because why? Because I was so tired. Daily tired. Couldn't get no strength. And I'm like, what is going on? I got to be sick or coming down or something. So I went to the hospital. The doctor said, everything came back great. On paper, you're actually a great.
So you just need to rest.
That's what he said. And I cussed him out. I said, what the hell you mean?
No,
is that your medical opinion? Is that your medical opinion? I was going off. Like, nigga, I'm telling you that I'm hurt and I'm stressed and I ain't got no energy. I can barely do anything. He's like, so you just need it's a good rest. Yeah, you just need some good rest. I ain't never heard of that day in my life. Like rest? What?
I think COVID was the time where everybody started realizing that rest was important. You know what I'm saying? Being still sometimes, that's important. Just having that moment of peace and just solidness and just to yourself, that's important. And I think that was the only time, and it may be the only time forever that we will ever know that that was so important for us, for everybody. Because I just think about how we was just going.
We was. Nothing was stopping us. Nothing.
All day. Right.
12, 1, 2, 3. Why are stores open 24 hours a day?
Yeah, I do miss Walmart being open 24 hours.
I love it. But at the same time, I think about the other people. I think about the people who were just tired and couldn't say they was tired because they needed the money, because they needed to take care of their family, and they had to go over and beyond, people pleasers. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or because everything was going up so high and you couldn't afford anything. Right. So now, you know what I'm saying, some people know the importance of just taking the time and getting a little bit of rest.
Right. And then you know what? That's crazy because the COVID did birth that. It birthed people being able to know that they need to relax and sit back and not go to everything. Because that was the first time you didn't, you like, no, I'm not going to go because, I can't go.
Right.
I'm this or I'm not feeling good. I better not go. Right. That's the first time you had people that would consider and concern about other people.
Yeah.
And things like that. And it also birthed so much stuff.
Yeah.
And the COVID birthed so much stuff. It really did.
Mm-hmm.
Birthed business ideas.
Yeah.
It pushed us to think outside of the box and be able to still do things and not even be able to leave our homes.
I know.
It's just, hey, I know somebody that said they started with she said I was COVID and I was just like, hey, let me do this.
Yeah.
And now she got a boutique. It's like, come on, like people.
Right.
So you
had time to think. You had time to sit down and think, what is it that I can do? You know what I'm saying? That's creative for myself. And now that's what, but it's sad because there's a lot of people that's not working because so many people is thinking about their health and their peace of mind.
Right.
Because you couldn't think about it before then. Right. You didn't have time.
And I tell people, man, that sometimes it's a mental day rest. Sometimes you just need a mental day and just rest.
Yeah. I have one.
Right.
I do one.
You got to have it because, man, sometimes you just can't handle it. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes you just need to be able to unwind, to think, to concentrate, to meditate.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. And it brings me to this next part. We posted in the group, Podcast Life and Animated Podcast. We posted this week, and we were saying at that moment right now, how do you describe in one word how you feel? And the response was really great. That you was getting, but it also let me speak. That we want to speak life into people. Tika Love said that she was broken, and if you watching, if not, Tika Love, it's okay to be broken. Broken is not always a bad thing. Sometimes something needs to be broken to be mended and put back together. So understand that because you in your brokenness and you in that broken season right now, it doesn't last forever. Yeah. And sometimes you need that seasoning so that you can figure out who you actually are. Mm-hmm. It's something, like when people have heart attacks, they need surgery. They have to go in and see what valves need to be open, what vessels need to be cleaned out. So this is your time now. It's working out for you in order for you to structure yourself and refocus and connect with yourself. And don't look at it like that. I know, I'm not just speaking it. I'm speaking out of knowing and being there, and experiencing it, and and that's to everybody because it was scary because I'm like, wow, we so used to people giving us fake answers and saying, oh, I'm good, I'm happy, I'm okay, I'm great, and I'm like, wow. So to look and see somebody actually say, hey, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm broken. We had someone that said they was depressed. Mm-hmm. Depression is a very powerful thing. It's not something that you can easily get over or overcome. I tell these people, I didn't know when I got on dialysis and kidney failure, I didn't even know depression would develop from that. And they was like, oh yeah, that's one of the main things that get developed from that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I've already had depression. And I thought I overcame. Then I'm like, this heaviness is a heavy load. You can't carry it by yourself. You have to find ways to get rid of the exercise that, to get rid of it. You know, you got to find a creative way or another way to release that. You can't keep it to yourself, and you can't keep it bottled up. Because I tell you, that people keep things bottled up, thinking that they saving themselves and keeping it locked away. So, but if you keep stuffing that up, it's gonna explode.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be doing something, or say it's gonna be an extreme measure then.
Right.
And so you don't want that to build up. So that's why I'm speaking on that mental health, that you need that release day. You need those days to yourself. You need those pamper yourself. You need to love on yourself. You need to speak positive affirmation. It's not the people we have so much stuff in so many ways and so many tools and people. And this is my fight, because everybody down Facebook, TikTok, and any of those things. But there are actually some good uses for them too, because there are people on there that do develop things for people to encourage, lift them up. Go dog on that. We can dog in the girl being ghetto, talking to her baby daddy, and the guy talking foolishness about how a woman gonna make his plate and feed him first, and rub his feet and go get his slippers. Go get a dog. Yeah. We can watch those videos and stuff like that, but we can't watch videos that's gonna speak positive and speak life into you and encourage you and brighten up your day. Because everything you feed yourself, it affects you in every way.
All I want to add to it is, you did a great job. That's a really good monologue, whatever you want to phrase it as.
Thank you.
That was great.
You can watch the sports channel.
Yeah. I just want to add to just piggyback and just go off what Jesus was saying. Like, beauty is made from ashes.
Yes,
it is. Ty Tribbett song, one of my favorite songs. Beauty to ashes to beauty. It's real. Like, you just gotta, just love yourself first.
Yeah.
You gotta love yourself first. And I feel like everything else is just falling in line, especially if you love yourself. Because you understand, you can process things like, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? You love yourself, you know what's harmful for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Certain things you look on and view and pay attention to, like, nah, that's not for me. Because you love yourself.
And then you know that. And then that's what I'm saying. That's the thing about it. Because then no, this not for me. Yeah. Or when it's not for you and when it's not enough.
Right.
Because people don't know their limits, they don't know their boundaries, they don't know none of that stuff, and then they go out and do something. They overindulge. Like, for instance, there's nothing wrong with you drinking, but if you don't know your limits and your boundaries and when it's not, you go do something and you out somewhere, you didn't over your limit and stuff. Now you got in your car, you done drove, and now you done fuck everybody up because you done killed yourself, several other people. It's just always good to know yourself, learn yourself.
Know when you need to get from behind the wheel, when you need to take a break, like you said.
Right.
When you need to just meditate and I believe in like yoga, and then taking nice walks and just being grateful and thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because those are things that I learned to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to be thankful. This tree over here, oh my gosh, never looked at this tree like this. This is a beautiful tree. You know what I'm saying? I'm being grateful for this tree because this tree is providing me oxygen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to be grateful for every little thing. You know what? My car started up this morning. You know what? Thank you. I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? And the power of prayer, you know what I'm saying? And God, you know what I'm saying? And people who don't believe in it, I really don't know what to say, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to meditate or search the high universe or whatever.
Right.
You know, whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to work through those things and put them forward.
Right. Because, one of the people just said without loving yourself, it's impossible to love others. It is. But when you run out there, when you don't have anything else in you, then it's possible to do anything. Yeah. So if I just give out everything that's in me, then I'm empty.
Yeah.
And then that's when it comes to, if you're empty, you're a vessel. Then what fills you up?
Right. Right.
That means you're open to anything filling you up.
Anything.
So now it only takes you to go somewhere that you ain't never been before, and then that there got something, some anger or something there, or depression or something there, because the energy does not destroy it; it's only transfer. So now you went someplace and that depression or that mental state of mind and fills you up. So now it transferred the energy to you. Now you walking around here.
And energy is a true thing. A lot of people don't believe in it, but energy is a true thing. You can feel people energy coming in there, just coming in the
Okay.
room. You like, whoa.
Right.
Wait a minute, I feel something.
You
I
know-
don't know what that is.
And
but
stop acting
that
like we don't
energy-
know. You know, you could be in your house, you could be somewhere, walk in, and you be like,
Mhm.
what's wrong with y'all in here?
Right.
Ain't nobody said nothing. It's just that you walked into it and you felt that in the room.
Yeah,
You like, oh,
you felt
hell,
that.
let me get up out of here.
Uh-huh.
You know, especially when you have your good days, you like, oh, let me go visit some people.
Right.
You go to their house and you put up like, ugh, what's wrong with y'all?
Right. Like, I'm out.
Right. Quickly. So I don't play with that, but I want everybody to be more, because this year is all about you. You can make it this year. This year is your year. I said that at the beginning of this year. This is the year that you can have whatever you want. You just gotta go out and get it. You gotta go out and work it. It's already made. You gotta work the vineyard, then go back and get the harvest. There's none of that. None of that stuff. You had your time to research. You had your time to gather facts. Now's the time to go do. Because you always forget that part. Ain't nothing falling out the sky. You could be playing the lottery for 20 years and you still ain't hit to make $1 million. Kind of go on. Kind of think is the money that you spend all year long playing to make $1 million, you can save up and invest in it. You know, there's so much things out here. The more and more you look, you're like, man, you can do this, you can do this. So just go out and get it, guys. It's March Madness for real. You got all the opportunity now. It's everything out. It's nothing that's just like, oh, this is just for me. And if you're just that person that say, oh, this is for me, that's all you're going to have, whatever your hand can hold. That's all you're going to have. If you keep everything like this, it's all you're going to have.
But I also believe in manifestation. That
Yes.
is a true thing, you know what I'm saying? But again, you got to put in some work, but manifestation is a real thing.
Right. It definitely is. But also another thing, what you going to do? So you say, Lord, okay, let's say this then. We say, Lord, I'm looking for, I need a building. I want to do this such and such with a building. He said, okay, I can do that. It's a building for sale right down the street from your house, but you never went to go look and see what buildings available, what price range on the buildings, nothing like that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do some type of effort into what you want, because other than that, what you think somebody's just gonna come knock on your door and say, hey, I got a building, you want it? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying that I leave everything open. Things can happen, but you can't just wait for things to happen. You have to go and make things happen, and for you. And, you know, people who say that they dream body is to look like The Rock, and then you eating like Shamu.
Dang.
Or what's that big guy wrestler, Keisha? Rakishi, yeah. Or you eat like Rakishi. It don't work. It don't add up like that. So you ain't gonna magically get the rock body. You gotta do some rock shit.
But then again, that comes with fixing your mind,
Right.
Your mindset, because
Everything's a mindset.
and that leads back to some form of a depression state. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's heavy or if it's just light, it's just some form of a depression state. So
Right.
you have to find out what is causing you to do this. And that's for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't eat that much. You know what I'm saying? They tiny. You know what I'm saying? They want to pick up weight. You know what I'm saying? But what is causing you to be in whichever way? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's eating a lot or not eating a lot. What's causing that? You need to focus on that front part of
Right.
what you need to work out for
It
yourself.
could be eating at 12, 1 o'clock at night every day.
Right. So you just gotta figure out what it is that's causing you
I mean, at
to
midnight.
feel like that.
Like the midnight hours. But, you know, so it's definitely, you know, what we got coming up in March. March is getting exciting. Every month is getting exciting because I'm looking for more things to be involved in, more things to do. This Saturday. We have 2 ladies. So every Saturday in this month we'll be having all women on the show on Saturday. Dog Lady is gonna be in the building. She's a performer. She was at the silent party. So she's gonna be performing. And then we got the healthcare. I care for you, Elena. She's gonna be there. We excited for these interviews because, you know, we're gonna spotlight women and what they're doing and how they make history and strive towards bettering their self and their counterparts and anybody. involved. This is everything's 80s party. My birthday is coming up in April. I'm telling y'all guys in advance because me and my sister, who day is before me, the 22nd and mine's 23rd, we're doing the 80s party. Something to relax and cool back. Mine's 23rd, Queen is 22nd. And so that event is the 22nd. We're gonna be doing 80s night.
That's gonna be nice.
I can't wait because I got my shoes with the goldfish in it.
Yeah.
They was $79. They was $79. I'm about to be a pimp, baby. I got my wig
fit already ready.
I got my glass cane. I can't wait. All I'm missing is my baby powder and some couple of hoes to slap. Either one.
I'm sorry, Ron DMC.
Pimps are real though, Jamie. I get they really real.
This is Women's Month.
Okay.
You cannot say that.
Okay, I'll get a couple of men for us then to slap up there. Okay, I hear you, Lord. Okay, and then also coming up events. Tomorrow we have we're done with that. Unhinged with JJ Morningstar will be coming out soon in April. Guys, this is gonna be for mature adults that can handle mature conversations and extreme conversation and ratchet and ranchy type conversation. We all know JJ Morningstar. We all know where he come with, his point of views. And you know what? Let me be frank and real with this. Guess what? I know a lot of people that think like him. I used to think he was delusional about himself. But a lot of stuff he speak and say, people 100% agree with him.
They just don't say it.
They just don't. And then when I have conversations with people, I'll be like, they talking like JJ. And then I'll be like, wow, so he's just honest with his. But if you haven't catched him, go on Podcast Life, in the Mix Podcast, and he was a guest star on Kendra. Just to give you a little taste of how he act and what he do. He was looking for it. Yeah, he was I didn't do it. I didn't want Kendra to come out the Mix Podcast. I ain't got time for her. Because she would get put in her
She
place.
just texted me. Kendra G is live right
now. Okay. Kendra G can be live right now. We see her out in California. And she be talking about people. But she got a little nasty attitude too. And y'all take her attitude so y'all can take mine. I don't want to hear nobody else talk about Judas Priest being too much. When Kendra be dogging people and disrespecting people too. Why? Because she a woman, she get away with it. The hell wrong with you? If she can do it, I can do it. I don't care if she do it when it's not Women's Month. Like all that. We know you got fake hair. We know you got fake eyelashes and you wear makeup. You see, you natural. This is all natural sexiness right here. There's a shine on this bald head. That's natural. So don't come for me, Kendra. Okay, then next we also have I follow her and I watch her too. I'll follow her and watch Kendra, okay? So I ain't talking about it. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. You know? Okay, and next we also have the call. To call everybody. This is for people, all the actors and people who want to get into the film, directors, photographers, everything right there. It's gonna be at the Garden Theater tomorrow. So we will in the Mix Podcast will be there and we'll be going live. So you guys
live, baby. You get to see this beautiful face right here. Talking about myself.
Right. And then this is a great opportunity. It's been advertised, it's been put everywhere I looked, I've been seeing it. So guys, so it's no excuse. If you always say, I want to be a star, you should have signed up and registered. It's a free event. And
all they ask you to do is just register.
All they ask you to do is register.
It's free, just register.
That's it.
But now it's too late.
And then this the thing though, because our people like to say, well, nobody know, I didn't know. Information is always available to be grabbed. You just don't take the time to actually build yourself up. You do. So that's it. And then also, Sada Baby is on the concert on the 18th.
Baby, we got the Sada Baby.
So we would be one of the media teams for Sada Baby. Sadia, what's his name? Sada Baby.
Baby.
I'm sorry. I'm showing my age. Okay.
Oh my
God. Baby. I'm gonna have to drink something and take my medication before I go here. But Level, my niece called. She's very excited. She like, oh my God, I love Sada Baby. I said, okay, that's enough for me. JB, I heard how you feel about Salty Baby.
Huh? What you ask? What?
How do you feel about
How you
Salty Baby?
feel about
He's a young
Salty Baby,
disgrace.
man?
Oh yeah, he cool.
Oh, see, look at that.
He
I'm
cool.
more of an old school type rap, and I'm not just in the new school because you know it has its place.
He
But
can,
I enjoy knowing what I'm singing and knowing what they're singing about, and some of the words and language that they use today. I really don't know. Like they use no cap for lie, and I'd be like, well, when we said no cap, that means don't talk about me right now because I ain't in the mood. So we said no capping because if you say something to me after I said no capping, then I'm whooping your ass because I told you I wasn't ready for that game. So, you know, so time change and words and language change and shift. But you know, and so then and finally, you guys, you know, just want to start off. We can do our final thoughts and everything. And you know, I just want to say this too. Shout out to the verdict. It comes on Tuesday. It's Judge Miles, and she's it's really nice. It's a little ranchy and a little for mature audience, and it's really. I mean, I be entertained. So that's on Podcastic. And then I also watch Rise and Grind. Comes on Monday through Friday. That's I love that show. Table Talk is good, and the monologues. I watch those are a couple of podcasts I watch. I watch a lot more, though, trust me, but those are the ones that I can say that I continuously watch and follow up with. So man, I expect from a podcasting one, podcasting and podcasting two. You know, they do anything over there. They got their shows and everything. But also we do I have that in there? The center stage photo. Kenner just profile did with me without letting me explain. Oh, that's JJ Morningside. Yeah.
He gonna get to tell us side of the story.
He gonna tell us how the story, guys.
So
Trust
stay tuned.
Trust and stay true. He gonna talk about it. But if you do watch it, she really didn't. She was cutting them off and everything. So it was kind of funny to see JJ Morningstar get like that. Especially because we get everybody a fair shake and say whatever they want, whatever how crazy it is. She just made him bisexual. When she kept saying that he's not gay.
And then it's okay to be bisexual, JJ Morningstar.
It's okay, yeah.
It's 2023. It's okay.
That's what she kept saying too.
I know, that's why I said it.
But guess what? He going viral. He had like 250,000 views. Yeah. So I mean,
I just think he needed to explain himself. You know, I
and she
think
did
it might
get it
have
too.
been some reason there of what he was speaking, but had he got a chance. But then again, you got to look at what it is. It's a podcast. It's a show. It's entertainment. So just him saying that, and he got kids, and he got a girlfriend, and then he like, oh wait, what are you saying? You're you know,
yeah.
Right.
And kind of set for benefits, but she never let us help explain what the benefits
were.
And even the artists would say that. But the comments are to die for. Go back and read those comments because I stayed up all night reading the Bad Boys and I was dying laughing. People are cruel. This is a cruel world.
It is. It's crazy.
So, you guys, you know what? Just look forward. Actually, we got some things coming up in the next podcast, guys. We got a lot of things coming up and going through, man. We look for us. We about to be bigger and better. It's all about improving your craft and learning yourself and growing and start growing and stretching out. You know,
I think Coco probably go on show going.
Well, definitely.
All I want to say is that I want to give a shout out to Jay Nigga News podcast.
Nigga News podcast. I love that name. It's so funny.
The name is dope. And you know, he does a great job. We checked out his facility, his own studio and setup a couple weeks ago. It's dope. And Tapas and Tequila, our cousin.
That was really cool.
Stamps. Yeah, that was dope.
That was cool. We was there. I liked them.
Yeah, they were pretty good. They were good.
Yeah,
they were not pretty good. They were good. You know what I'm saying? Loved it. Enjoyed it.
Right. It's always about, you know, growing each other. Iron sharpen iron. I never look at anything in competition. I always look at it as something improving. Because what I'm not doing, somebody else may do better, and then I can say, "Oh wow, let me look at it, let me learn, let me develop mine off of what I looked and learned, and then I proceed with that. Never take anything, good or bad, losses or wins. I take everything all as a lesson. And if you don't get anything else out of life, get lessons. Like, what's the point of going through it all if we don't get nothing from it? Just be like, oh well, this just happened to me. Well, what did you get out of it? I don't know. I don't even know what happened to me. Like, okay, yeah. In the conversation with that, I'm done talking. I'm gonna go on because I'm only surrounding myself with people that's like-minded now.
Yep.
That's another thing. I can't. You want to surround yourself with people that's like-minded. People that say, "Oh wow." And when I say like-minded, I'm not saying they gotta think like you. I'm saying that they have the same mindset as you. Like they the same people that's looking to be better, looking to be better, do better, go and looking to evolve, looking to grow. Those are the people that I'm surround myself with because that's all I'm concentrating on for me and the things that I have my hands on to do. I don't need anybody that's like lollygagging, that's not doing what they need to do. That's procrastinating. You told me this idea 5 years ago. Here it is 5 years now, and you still haven't done anything to do it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I can say hi to you, but as far as being in the same room, we can't because you don't have the same mindset. So, guys, be careful. Make sure you iron sharpen iron. Go ahead, man, with your closing remarks.
My closing remarks is did a great job, Priest. So it's Coco on the end.
Thank you.
We working on getting her show, together for her own, build her own fan base up. She's gonna do her thing. And my swell followers, if you ain't look at this, you're gonna be hearing from me a little bit. I'm telling you, it's true. You should have been watching this. I prompted y'all all week. But other than that, great show. Love the topics, love everything. Jeffy Engineer, Naruto headband on.
You don't know what village it is.
What village is that?
A God will never tell.
Oh God. No, yeah. And next podcast is doing our thing. Check us out tomorrow night. Fresh and Judas.
And a shout out also to Center Stage Network.
Yeah, Center Stage.
Yes, if you haven't seen us promoting it and stretching and putting out, it's coming soon. It's going to be a network that's going to be on Roku. I finally said it right.
Yeah, Roku TV.
Dang, I said it right without trying because I was like I kept calling it something else. But look out for that. So it makes it not only just be on the internet and YouTube. You'll be able to be on demand on Roku and looking live on Roku. So we trying to everybody. We want to be up there among the greats.
Right, and everything's free like Tubi. Everything.
Right.
Subscription, content. All you gotta do is just subscribe, follow, like, share, and just join us and enjoy the ride. Sit back. I want to be entertained today. So,
Eric, Coco, any final remarks? I always do that.
Nothing. Just learn. My response is just being true to yourself and loving yourself, putting you first, and protecting your mind and your peace. Protecting your peace. That's about it. Just learning to protect your peace.
I can write a sermon after that. Protect your peace. Go ahead, Jeffy. The realist.
For me, guys, my closing remarks will be just continue to fight, man, and wear the helmet of God because we are all under attack. It's a warfare out here, and do what you got to do, man. Reach where you got to reach. Is that last breath? That's it. So, please.
Yes, I'm
Take your baby.
last night.
What you say?
Oh, I said some people.
you said
took it
some people took their last breath last night.
They didn't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not talking about that. About that right now. I'm done. That's it. That's it.
All right, you guys. With Thanks again for watching In the Mix podcast. You guys have been great once again. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be going live, and it's not gonna be at night, so you can watch us while you're at work. Check us out every Friday at the end at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. We'll be there. Be us there. Other than that, we out. Thanks again.
Turn up time. Turn up. Turn up. Oh wow! Look, my glasses appear. All you see is
Mine's
this.
there too.
That's sweet. Green screen.
Because they're green.
Green screen.